We continue our look here at the top 40 Huskers heading into the 2023 season. Hi, Sean Callahan with HuskerOnline.com. Before I get to that, make sure you like, follow, subscribe to us right here on the Husker Online YouTube channel. But let's start the list here with players 31 through 35. Coming in at number 35, we've got defensive lineman Blaise Gunnerson. He was really a tweener, I felt, in the previous scheme in the 3-4 defense, kind of a guy that played as a linebacker, but now he will play as a true defensive end, putting his hand down. And I think the biggest thing with Gunnerson, it's never been about talent, motor, ability. It's been about just staying healthy. And if he can stay healthy, there's no doubt he should see some time and be a factor this year. At number 34, you've got Ethan Piper on the offensive line. I look at Nebraska's offensive line right now. They've got about 6 guys that really can play at a high level. I think Ethan Piper is right on that group. Maybe not a starter, at least right now today. But if there is one injury or one player struggling, Ethan Piper will be on the field playing for Nebraska as either a guard or a center. Very athletic. You know, he was a starter for Nebraska. I think people forget that he started a couple of years ago, then came back into the fold this fall after not being on the field the last few seasons. So Ethan Piper, a veteran in this program, number 34 on our list. At number 33, another veteran in this program, running back Rahmir Johnson. Comes in with 38 total points in our power poll. Rahmir Johnson, you look at him, he started for Nebraska at times as a running back. He finds himself, though, in a very crowded room with Anthony Grant, Gabe Ervin Jr., and now Rahmir Johnson. Those are really the top 3 backs for the Big Red. I think the question for Rahmir is what will his role be? They continue to talk about him playing some receiver. Can they carve a role out for Rahmir Johnson in this offense? At number 32, this is a player that Nebraska really has done a nice job of carving out a new role. Janiran Bonner was a wide receiver. He's now a fullback, really kind of a H-back, tight end / fullback. We saw him, though, in the spring game line up at some fullback. Did an outstanding job as a ball carrier, as a blocker, as a receiver. This has been one of the real surprises, I think, of all the position moves that we've seen happen under Matt Rule. This one really was a nice surprise, the way Janiran Bonner transferred over to this new fullback type position. And I think he will play a nice role for the Huskers this season. At number 31, and again, you could almost argue this might be too low, but Tristan Alvano at kicker comes in at number 31. Most think he will win the job. He's obviously got to beat out last year's starting Timmy Bleekrode, but Alvano has got a live leg. And in fact, in the state championship game alone last year, he made 5 field goals. That was more kicks made in Memorial Stadium than Bleekrode made all of last season. Alvano is going to be a big story. Can he step up and be that guy and win the job here? I do think he's got a great chance. And we know these Big Ten games, the field goal points really matter. A lot of close games every week. Can Nebraska get the consistency they want out of kicker Tristan Alvano? That wraps up players 31 through 35. Make sure you stay on HuskerOnline.com. We'll keep you up to date as we get ever so closer to the start of fall camp. Husker Players Report July 30th. Fall camp opens July 31. For HuskerOnline.com, I'm Sean Callahan.